Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to do the chest hover in Skyrim. The first thing you're going to want to do is fast travel to Windhelm. If you haven't found it yet, you can get a carriage, as I'm going to do here, from Whiterun Stables. It's only 20 gold, so if you just started the game, you can still do this glitch straight away. So go to the carriage, pay the 20 gold, and then head over to Windhelm.
Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest city in Skyrim by some count. They say the big old palace.
Okay, so what I do here is I'm just going to do the infinite sprint glitch. I'll maybe make a video about that later. You can look it up on YouTube though, there are loads of tutorials for it at the moment. But yeah, this is only for speed purposes. You don't need to be doing this glitch unless you're trying to speed run the game or something. Okay, so once you're in Windhelm, you're going to want to take a left here, and you're going to want to head to a place called the White File, which is just around here by where the forge is. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use the no-clip glitch, which I've shown in the previous video. I'm probably going to leave a link to that down in the description. But yeah, I'll just quickly explain it again. What you're going to want to do is pick up something like a wooden plate is easiest. Any item works, I think, but the flat ones you can push up against are easier. And as you can see, if you push it up against the wall and walk into it, you can peek through and then walk through. So yeah, I'll just show you what it looks like on the other side. And once you're through, what you're going to want to do is turn left, and you should find this chest saying do not delete on it, also known as the do not delete chest. And the important thing about this, oh yeah, to get through you just wiggle about a bit. The important thing about this chest is it works like paintbrushes in Oblivion in that it floats in and of itself, and that's what we're going to use for the hover. So you steal it, walk back through the wall, go downstairs and go to a door, and then you're going to want to travel to any place, as I've got here, where you have a rock by you so you can climb up onto the chest. The first thing you want to know about the chest is obviously you're going to want to face down when you're dropping it so it goes beneath you, but the rotation of the chest depends on what way you're facing. So as I've just shown there, if you're facing north, or as I'm going to show here, if you're facing south, the chest is vertical when you drop it, as I'll show you. As you can see, it drops vertically then. I mean, that's a bit off just because I couldn't see where south was because there's a little thing in the way of the minimap. And if you face east or west, the chest will be horizontal when you drop it, as shown here. So I'll just face east and now I'm facing west. And if you face in between, it will be like in between horizontal and vertical, as I'll hopefully show here as well. Yeah, just northeast, look down. And the reason I'm looking down here, basically what the glitch is you climb on top of the box, and then you jump, yeah, as you can see it's sort of in between. You jump whilst picking it up, and then pause the game and drop it underneath you in midair, so you're constantly rising, just using this box to drop underneath you at every level. And since when the chest is vertical, since you're going to be jumping on top of it, I find it easier to do this glitch whilst facing north or south, just because you have more room for error, because there's more space for you on the chest. So I find it easier to face north or south, jump onto the rock which is by you, and then jump onto the chest. Then when you're facing down to perform the glitch, what you're going to do is jump and pick it up and then pause. And the easiest way to do this is press Y then A really quickly, so YA like that. YA, and then leave like half a second before pressing B, because if you press YA really quickly and then B immediately afterwards, the chest is dropped above you for some reason, which I'll show in a second. You don't want to do that. So what you want to do is you press YA really quickly, like wait half a second and then press B, then just go to your menu and drop it underneath you again, constantly facing down the whole time. Hopefully I'll show you in a second if you press YA and then B really quickly what will happen. I'm not sure why it happens like that. Like here, that's what happens if you press YA and then B like immediately afterwards, the chest comes above you, and if you're really high you'll probably drop to your death, and then it'll be stuck up there. I've just changed to another one to show you how you can do it in different directions. So if you want to go backwards, obviously you can just pull back on the left analog stick when you're doing it, but when you pause the game you want to let go of the left analog stick, otherwise you'll fall off after the game pauses. You can do it forwards as well, and if you're going left or right, I find it easier to be facing north or south and just jump left or right, because obviously as shown here you can change the direction you're facing, but that will also mean the rotation of the chest changes, like here, which gives you less space to work with. So I find it easier to just face north or south, and if you want to go to the left, just jump to the left when you're doing it. Yeah, I think yeah, what I'll show now is if you're above where you want to be, like if you're above a location you want to be getting to drop down you want to steal the chest, and then wait until the torch is like that, bright on the left hand side of the screen, really close to the screen. Then you want to pause it and drop it, and that guarantees that as you're falling you will not take any damage from the fall. You can probably get away with waiting a little bit longer as you're falling, but this way, like wait till the torch is just to the left of the screen, right in your face, is the easiest way to guarantee that you're not going to take any damage from falling. So, say for example that you wanted to get inside a city, and you're above the city just by jumping in different directions and using this glitch. Just do this to fall to where you want to be, but be careful of invisible walls as well. Like as you're going up, sometimes there are invisible walls which will prevent you from getting places, and as you're going down, sometimes there are them as well. So yeah, that's the glitch. Try to get through it quickly. If you have any questions, then PM or comment me. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, subscribe for more videos, give it a like, maybe a favourite, and thanks for watching, guys.